Hey folks, Pastor Matt here, and for today's Mission Monday, I'm going to give you a little tour of what my regular week is often looking like. And reason why is we're trying to have me spend as less time as possible in an office and more time working out with other people. Not working out, I don't work out, but doing a lot of my work that I need to do in different settings, so that if God has someone who He wants me to talk with, then I'm there. And I've been meeting a lot of really interesting people at the different coffee shops that I go to, and at Green Lake, which I often just go around on my scooter. So let me take you to a couple of the places that I frequent and get to see some of the places. Okay, come with me.
A few moments later.
Okay, so that is Makita in Mingus. Low-key, some of the best coffee around. They use, I think it's Seven Cities Roasters. It's really, really good stuff. I'm gonna go pretty soon here to actually the best coffee around, but I really like Makita in Mingus because you can actually talk with people here. The baristas are often, there's not a lot of people there. So you can really talk with folks, and I actually just got to have a nice little 10-minute conversation with the barista, and she asked, I mentioned that I'm a pastor, and I was writing my sermon at Green Lake the other day, and she ended up asking me how I got into ministry, and so I got to kind of share that with her. It was a delightful conversation, but the real reason why I like Makita and Mingus is not for the people, it's for the dogs. Makita is the region in Africa where coffee was first discovered, or cultivated at least, and Mingus is the name of the owner's dog. And so you'll go here and it's usually people with their dogs. And sometimes when I do my translation work on Tuesdays, I have a dog come cuddle up to me. So it's pretty great. People are great too. It's really about the dogs. All right, let me show you the next place. Now this place is called Herkimer, or Herkimer. I have no idea how you pronounce it. We're gonna go with Herkimer, and it has got absolutely fantastic coffee. And I usually go here probably once to 10 times a week, and know most of the baristas here by name, and get to just check in with them to hear how they're doing. And I also usually have really interesting conversations just randomly that God brings up. And it's kind of a fun thing to see what God does often through those. But next spot is Green Lake, so come with me.
20 minutes later.
So, normally when I get to Green Lake, come to this spot. It's somewhat by the boathouse, and it's got a good view of the lake, and it's a wonderful place. But forgot my hammock straps, and so I couldn't use the hammock. But this was something kind of interesting happened. I've come here sometimes, and I've set up a tattoo interview, kind of mobile tattoo interview booth, where I have a sign and I'll put a little thing on the video here. But I set that up and have an opportunity to listen to people's stories from their tattoos, and we'll do a video on that here in a number of weeks. But today I saw someone who is, I normally see her here. She's got a poetry table booth, and put a little picture here. Her name is Melanie, and she gives free poetry to people, and she asks you kind of like your name and your few topics that you might want to write about, and some of the things that you like doing and hobbies and whatnot, and she in like 5 minutes writes a poem for you. And I asked her why she's doing it, why she's providing this service to people, and she said she sees herself as an ambassador of the arts, that she is helping people connect with themselves and connect with the world around them. And so I thought it was pretty beautiful. I listened to it, and we had a delightful conversation. She wrote a wonderful poem and had opportunity to donate to her cause, and it was a really cool thing. But one of the things with her writing the poem is I was able to, because she asked me the things I wanted her to write about, and she had the topics there, and one of them was love and death and aging, and I said, here, how about you write about the death, aging, and love? And she asked me about each of those, and I was able to say why I wanted her to write about them. And I got to, through that conversation, I got to kind of share why I'm a pastor and why I want to show love to other people, and why I'm not afraid of death, and yet am. Why I like the age I'm at, and why I'm looking forward to being older and getting to inhabit a different role as a pastor while I'm inhabiting this one and enjoying this. But I got to have that sort of a conversation with her, and I didn't plan it, but I was available for it. And God brought me here, and God brought her here, and we were able to have that conversation. And like the conversation I had at Makita and Mingus here, again, didn't plan it, but it just so happened to be that in our little small talk conversation, she asked me why I decided to be a pastor, and she seemed genuine as far as why she asked, and I was able to express why I find joy in it, and why I like doing this, and why I like living in Seattle. And the thing that struck me with it was I didn't plan it, but God kind of brought it about. And I just wonder, if we have our church. Oh boy, this wind is probably too loud, but our church mission is that we're joining Jesus on his mission to restore our relationships. But the key line in it is that we're joining Jesus, and the assumption is that Jesus is up to things, that he's causing fruit to ripe, just as he has caused seeds to be planted. He's doing this work, he's doing the harvest work, and he's inviting us to join him in that work. And I think if we're just open more to seeing what he's up to, we'll have more conversations like these, and we'll have more opportunities to show God's love to people and tell them about why they can trust in him. And so rather than forcing the issue, let's just kind of look for the fruit that Jesus is ripening. So anyways, that's it for Mission Monday today. We're going to have, I think next week, we're going to have one video about kind of the moms group that we've been doing lately and what we're kind of thinking about for the future. And I'm also going to be talking with Al Dayhoff. He's the director of Evangelize Today. He's a mentor of mine I've been working with for the last 9 months or so. And we'll either do that one this coming week or the week after that. But he's going to talk more about evangelism in this kind of post-Christendom world. So that's coming up for Mission Mondays the next couple of weeks. So looking forward to that. All right, thanks. Bye-bye.